So guys, recently Afenifere came out to knock Tinubu over Yorubanization of appointments. So guys, you can see what is happening in this country. It is the Igbos who are suffering all this, because when Buhari came in, Buhari made it to favor just the northerners mostly. And now Tinubu has come in. Tinubu is making it to favor the Yorubas. And for the Igbos who have not been given the opportunity to lead this country, they are the one bearing the grunt. And that is why people are agitating in the southeast. Senator Abaribe had an interview recently, and he was asked, why are the people in the southeast still agitating? He said, because there's no fair treatment in this country. And that is just what you are seeing. So the Tinubu's government gave the southeast only 2 ministers, but from Ogun State, only Ogun State has about 4 ministers. So guys, I'm going to let you watch this video just for you to confirm that what Afenifere is saying as regards to the Yorubanization of Tinubu's appointment is nothing but the truth. So guys, I don't know how these leaders go to bed and sleep when they try to, persecute a particular section of this country. How do they sleep? And when people start agitating in the southeast, they will call them terrorists, but they are the one creating the vacuum. When they create the vacuum, all the idle people in the southeast will come to feel it, and they will say there is unrest in the southeast, when the government of the day is actually the one initiating all the unrest we are seeing in the southeast. What is so difficult in carrying the Igbos along? What is so difficult? If a president emerges from the north, they sideline the Igbos. If the president emerges from the southwest, they sideline the Igbos. Why? And that is why we've seen so much unrest. I'm going to let you watch this video. Take a look at this video, and you're also going to see what, how Afenifere is being vindicated for saying that Tinubu is just Yorubanizing his appointments. And also, Abaribe was actually right in his statement saying that Tinubu's appointments are one-sided, and that is why the agitation in the south is not going to end soon, because the people really feel marginalized. Just take a look for yourself.
Trust me, I hope you do not see it as a tribal attack. Now, these are the appointments so far that Tinubu has made. In this Nigeria we have, the president is a Yoruba man, the minister of finance, a Yoruba man, Minister of Education, Yoruba man, Minister of Trade and Industry, Yoruba man, Minister of Petroleum, Yoruba man, Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Yoruba man, Minister of Power, Yoruba, Minister of Justice, Yoruba, Minister of Communication, Yoruba, Minister of Interior, Yoruba, Minister of Solid Minerals, Yoruba, EFCC, Yoruba, CBN, Yoruba, Federal Inland Revenue Service, Yoruba, NIRSAL, Yoruba, DG DSS, Yoruba, Chief of Army Staff, Yoruba, CG, Controller General Custom, Yoruba, Controller General Immigration, Yoruba, Chief of Defense Intelligence, Yoruba, Permanent Secretary State House, Yoruba, Commandant Guards Brigade, Yoruba, Inspector General of Police, Yoruba, DG BPE, Yoruba, DG BPP, Yoruba, Chief of Staff, Yoruba, Accountant General of the Federation, Yoruba, Heads of Service of the Federation, Yoruba, FCCPC, Yoruba, NEPA, Yoruba, NIMASA, Yoruba, NSITF, Yoruba, PENCOM, Yoruba, AMCOM, Yoruba, MPHCDA, Yoruba, NAFDAC, Yoruba, NIDCOM, Yoruba, NOA, Yoruba, NEPSA, Yoruba, retired CJN, Yoruba, current CJN, Yoruba, former Chief of Army Staff, Yoruba, current Chief of Army Staff, Yoruba. Then, only yesterday, the federal Yoruba government made 4 appointments to the post of DG of same federal parastatal. 3 of those were given to Yoruba people, namely Mr. Olawole Olapade, Director General, National Sports Commission; Dr. Abisoye Fagade, Director General, National Institute of Hospitality and Tourism; Dr. Adebowale Adekoku, Director General, Bureau of Public Procurement.
What has Nnamdi Kanu done that Igboho did not do? Think about it. Yet Igboho is walking free today. Is it shouting or you're screaming? They've said all that. Even Igboho went the other day to London to say, oh, I'm going to submit a letter to the Prime Minister or to the King of England or whatever. Oh, we want to have our own nation. What has happened to him? You never had anything from the Nigerian government.
So Nnamdi has been treated unfairly.
Of course, and this is the issue now. The Southeast, 5 states, 50 ministers. A state like Ogun State has 4 ministers. The whole Southeast, just that 5. And so when people continue to look at this unequal treatment, you just give fuel to these people who continue to say they don't like us, they don't treat us well, they don't do all that. So, and I went and I've been talking to the powers that be. And I can also use this opportunity to talk to the powers that be. When President Tinubu became president, one of his first acts was to change the national anthem. In the national anthem, there is a line that says that we want to build a nation where no man is oppressed. So if you're from the Southeast and you see that you're just being given, okay, the Constitution says you must get one, and then you ask yourself, am I being oppressed or not? So I think that fairness, equity is the fundamental thing. And for every Igbo, note it, for every Igbo, a true born Igbo, there is something that is innate in us. In Igbo, it is said, Ebebere, Ugobere, let the kite perch and let the eagle perch. Let no one disturb God. So we are known for fairness.
So that's not the point. You're talking as though the Southeast has been subdued.
No, there is a deliberate policy, whether it is advertent or inadvertent. What people do when you come out of a war, when you have all this type of thing, when you want to, that they are also part of this polity. And I say, and I repeat, you cannot have in your national anthem where you say, where no man is oppressed, and you continue to oppress a group of people. All you do
is an oppressed people.
I'll tell you one thing, Sean, from Lagos to Ibadan, from Abuja to Kaduna is about 100 and something kilometers. Is that not so? Mm. From Onitsha to Enugu is 120 kilometers. 60 checkpoints. How can you have that? The whole of the Southeast is the most policed area in the world. From Owerri to Aba, which is just barely 36 or 37 kilometers, you will find 30 checkpoints. Every 1 kilometer you have a checkpoint.
Isn't it because of the unrest and
how can it be because of the unrest? They are not unrest everywhere. You have unrest from here. So to Kaduna.
Are you saying there is a deliberate militarization of the region?
Deliberate, and we have shouted, we have screamed, we have told the military, look, there's something that is going on in the Southeast today that is the worst that you can ever see. You're coming out in a transport vehicle. Nobody will check the transport vehicle. You come to an army checkpoint, they will just say everybody come out and walk. Whether it's raining, whether the people are sick, whether it is, why do you have to do that? And this is in this country. It doesn't happen anywhere else.
How can this wrong be?
That is the point. The only way it can be corrected is that the people in authority, if the IG makes an instruction today and says, I want you to dismantle all this illegal checkpoint, because I call them illegal, they will, of course, do it. But then what happens is that, Port Harcourt to Owerri, you continue going through checkpoints, and at every checkpoint you pay.
Wouldn't you be allowing all these unknown gunmen to
operate? That is the point. So why is it that these unknown gunmen still operate with all these checkpoints? You ask yourself that question.
There seems to be a bigger picture about the perception of the Saudis, and I'll get to some of the liberalness that a lot of people perceive does not exist in the region. First and foremost, do you think that if Peter Obi had won the election, 2023 presidential election, he had become president, there could have been a change in all of this?
If Peter Obi had won, you probably would have seen a better Nigeria than what we are seeing today. Number one, he will not be as nepotistic as this government. He won't. It's not in him. That is just who we are. we feel for the other people.
So you think the Tinubu government is highly nepotistic?
I say so. I don't think so. I'm seeing it, and we see it every day. And I'm just giving you one example. How can Ogun State have 4 ministers?
Well, Tinubu is not from Ogun State.
That is the point. So why does he favor Ogun State? Look, Oyo State has only 1 minister. Ask yourself that. What is it that you do?
Is it the right time for the Igbos and the South, people of the Southeast extraction, to sit down and rethink their politics?
No, see what we're doing, because everybody continues to say that, why don't you think you're well? No, we have decided, and I'm part of those who have said that, let us go back to the Southeast and revamp the Southeast and make it more livable, better, more cohesive, and hold ourselves together. Because it's obvious that if we continue to look at whoever comes to be president, to look at us and do right, apart from Obasanjo and maybe Jonathan, I do not think that we have seen that same type of fairness.
Perhaps where we are like to anchor is that there is also a perception that the Igbos are not liberal enough to accommodate.
It is the Igbos are the most liberal people.
Unlike the fact that there are those who feel that if you find in any town, if you do not find an Igbo man in a town, be worried because they are so commerce-centric that you find them virtually in every place in the country, in the far north, in the down south.
So why don't you say the right thing, which is the Igbos are the most Nigerianistic of all Nigerians, because we move everywhere, we live everywhere.
Until you want to buy land, land. That is the perception.
No, that perception is totally wrong. And I'll just give you just one small example. I come from a village called Ohono. The next village to mine is Omuago, and it is exactly 5 kilometers from the city of Aba. We were doing a road past that place, and the road was depressed, so they needed somewhere to the contractors were looking for land where they could do a sinkhole so that they could move water to that place. We looked around and we found one land. You know who owned that land? Adekunle Ganiyu, a Yoruba man, inside a village in my hometown.
So guys, you have seen it. These are the things that Abaribe was actually saying, that the Igbos are going through a lot when it comes to, them being ignored in this country. I mean, when Buhari was there as the president of Nigeria, everybody saw it. Buhari was termed as the worst. I mean, the most nepotic person. Not even knowing that Tinubu coming into power will be the worst of being nepotic. So guys, you have seen it. These people, they are the one, pushing Nigerians to the war, pushing the Igbos to the war. They are telling us that Simon Ekpa should come back to Nigeria. Why not start thinking about fair treatment to the Igbos? Fair treatment to the Igbos, and let's see reason Simon Ekpa will still be agitating. Let's see fair treatment to the Igbos. Let's see the federal government come, sit down with the Igbos and say, let's talk. Why is Tinubu not thinking that way? That there is a vacuum created in the Southeast since the last Biafran war. And then we were told that there was no winner, there was nobody lost, nobody won. It was just there to make sure there was peace. But till today, the Igbos are thrown off when it comes to, feeling the sense of government in your place. There is no presence of the federal government in the Southeast. Nothing is happening in the Southeast. They're just telling us verbally that we are Nigerians. And now the Igbos are saying, just let us go. We are not even interested, in getting the benefit Nigeria has got to offer. Let us go. That's what the Southeasterners are saying. Now they will not let you go. Now they will not give you, the sense of belonging as a Nigerian. And they just want you to be following them. Who does that in this 21st century? So guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.